Hi. So I thought I'd jump on a quick live to talk a little bit about how, like, the nature of healing, right? The nature of emotional healing and getting over an emotional trauma or crisis or whatever you want to call it. So as you may or may not know, I'm in the process of getting over a relationship that was really, really beautiful and loving and the best relationship I've had in my life. And same for him, but we had to break up because of external circumstances. And I'm in the process of getting over that and dealing with it. And the reason I am coming live to you in Facebook land is because this is the first time I'm dealing with something like this in a healthier state. My breakups in the past have never gone well. Well, maybe once in a while, but usually not. Usually it's a mess. And last year during COVID, I was able to start concentrating more on my mental health, and this is the first big challenge to my healthier way of thinking and being. And when they tell you about, like, actually being able to come out of a depression and that it's actually possible, and you don't believe it, but eventually you do if you are, when you do, they don't really tell you that now you have to learn how to deal with everything in a better way. So I am learning to deal with this, and that's what I've been chronicling. And I've been getting better and then going back, and I just wanted to come on and say, like, yeah, you make steps. These days I am endeavoring to make better choices with my language. So I don't know. I'm going into a story here, so I wanted to stop outside. Like yesterday I had not a good day, but some good realizations, and whatever. Today, at one point I kind of curled up and got back into bed and was laying there, and I didn't sleep well last night, and I haven't slept well for a number of nights, and it was an old pattern, right? I curled up and I attempted to go back to sleep, but luckily, or I don't know, I realized that it wasn't helping me, and that was actually hurting me, and that even though I'm saying to myself it's just a quick indulgence and I'll get back on track in a couple of hours when I stop doing this, that's not going to help. It's going to make it worse. So I'm going for a walk. Usually makes me feel a little better. It's a little rainy out today, but I'm going to do it anyway because whatever. Yeah, so I'm not feeling great. I'm feeling pretty sad and bit of a pity party. Let's be honest, I'm having a bit of a pity party, and I'm throwing a bit of a tantrum. I know everything, like I've said before. See, like, every time I see a car, the color of his car, my heart does something. Like, every time I'm reminded of something, and that's all the time, with everything. It can be the smallest thing. It can be the smallest thing, and it's like, oh, remember that? Remember when you bought those with him? Remember the time you bought that with... It's just, it can be anything. It's not one thing. So it's not objects that are causing me. It's not, like Michael Singer says, it's not the outside that's causing the pain. But I'm throwing a bit of a tantrum today. Earlier, I know that this is what's for the best. I know it's what's the best thing for both of us, and I don't have to think about the future without him. So long as I'm not thinking about the future with him either. I just need to think about the moment, what's going on right now, in this very moment, because this is the only moment we have, and anything I project into the future is a fantasy because it's not reality. It's not what is actually happening. So what I need to do is deal with reality, and reality is what's happening at this moment. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna also go and have a nice long walk and listen to Michael Singer. And while it's not comforting, it's like sometimes it's a bit like putting like peroxide or alcohol in a wound. It's like, it's not gonna get infected, but that's not pleasant. But sometimes it is really pleasant and comforting. So it's not comforting like a hug comforting. It's like an easing. Anyway, that's my thought. I'm gonna go now because I have to go into the store. And that's it. And gratitude, guys, gratitude. Even though I'm in pain, even though I know I'm crying about how unfair it is and how much pain I'm in, it's still the right thing. And the universe is doing that for me, not to me. For me, not to me. So I'm gonna choose, as I hope you all do too, to have a grateful day.